I just think we play better as a team and maybe create more chances when you've got Jesus in the side.
Yes. Welcome to City Xtra's pre-game chat. I'm Jordan. Below me is Lewis. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us, get notification bells so you get notified every time that we go live. We do live watch-alongs, podcasts, and then there'll be loads more videos coming in the future. Today, we're going to be talking about the Chelsea game. How are you feeling about the Chelsea game, Lewis?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling confident going into it. We've obviously come back and, we've been really good. And actually, defensively, we've not had any sort of issues at all. I think I've seen some stats flying about that. I don't think either side, either Arsenal or Burnley, even got like a shot on target against us. I'm not sure how true that is, but I'm sure I've seen it flying about on Twitter, that stat going about.
Our defence seems a lot more solid now. Now that we've come back from Corona, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see in the Stat City thing going, underneath me. We've only kept 3 clean sheets in a row in the Premier League once this season. So obviously we've done 2 in a row now, and we're looking for our 3rd against Chelsea. Chelsea are a good side. They've got some good players going forward. I mean, we'll come on to that in a bit. But on the sort of whole, going into the game, yeah, I am confident. The one issue that obviously we've got, and it is a big issue, being our best striker, is Sergio Aguero, injured. And we touched on it in the the post-match thoughts against Burnley.
Yeah.
And the news coming out, it's not looking good, is it?
No, see, in the post-match against Burnley, at that time we was unsure of the severity of the situation, but now he's been sent off to Dr. Cugat, and Dr. Cugat, I know, more than likely say it's a hamstring injury, isn't it?
Yeah, we said this. I swear we mentioned this on the podcast like last week. We said anyone who goes to Cugat and it's 6 months. I'm
sure the guy gets $1 in it. Based on how long in it.
100%. This guy's on commission, mate. For like the bigger the injury, the more dough he gets. But that is bad news. It's not bad news in the sense that we've got no one to replace him, because Gabriel Jesus is a very competent striker. You know what I mean? And he's in some ways, our team, you could argue, is suited more to Jesus in the way that we press. He's younger, he's got more energy, and I think he's just naturally better at that type of play anyway. But when all said and done, Aguero putting the ball in the net.
It's that clinical side. Exactly. The clinical side that will miss you. Because with Jesus, he'll get chances and he'll miss chances, and that's just Jesus. You just have to kind of accept that with his game. Whereas Aguero, you're kind of confident that if he gets the ball in the box, you know that he's going to slam it into the back of the net.
Yeah, I agree. So going into it, I'm not that... it's obviously gutting to lose Aguero. He's one of the best strikers in the world, and put him in front of goal, and he's probably going to score. But at the same time, I feel that as a team, I just think we play better as a team and maybe create more chances when you've got Jesus in the side. The difference is obviously the quality in front of goal with Jesus is probably not quite there compared to Aguero. But Jesus is young; he's got a long way to come. But yeah, I'm confident still.
There's quite a big couple of games that Aguero's going to miss. I mean, people are talking that he won't be there for the Real Madrid second leg. He's not going to make it back in time for that, apparently. He'll miss the Liverpool game. He's going to miss the game against Chelsea. And then these are big games for Jesus to now step into that role to kind of to kind of prove himself. Not that he needs to prove himself. He's a really good player. But when Aguero leaves, do we need to sign another person to replace Aguero, or is Jesus going to take that Aguero spot and we get a second striker? That's what we need to find out, really. So now's a good time for Jesus to test himself really against these teams, and we can see how he can perform. Yeah,
absolutely. On testing, no, I'm not coronavirus testing. I'm talking about Phil Foden. Can this guy, keep it up? That game against Burnley, I'm going to put it out there and let me know if you agree with me in the comment section below. Was that Phil Foden's best ever performance in a Manchester City shirt? He's had some decent ones, but for me, whilst, it wasn't an important game, but his contribution throughout the 90 minutes, I just felt that you just knew he was on the pitch. Sometimes players can drift in and out of the game. Yeah. Mahrez is a bit like that, I'd say. Yeah, that's the first name he can be gone for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but then boom, he'll pop up and he'll do something spectacular. There's no criticism as long as you're doing the business during the game. But Phil Foden during that match, he was just everywhere, constantly involved, constantly creating chances. I thought it was his best, best performance in his City shirt. But this is where, now it's crucial, and he's played against Chelsea before in the Community Shield, so a big game. But this one, I think Premier League, get him stuck in. It's at Stamford Bridge as well. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping he plays. He looked when he was walking off, like he came off with a knock. Apparently, it's not serious. So I'm hoping he starts. We'll get on to predicted teams later. But with Foden, like you said, that burned the game 100% for me. His best game in a City shirt. He ran the show completely. And it was KDB-esque the way he ran the show. Do you know what I mean? Driving the defence and stuff. It was insane. It's so good to see. And I really want to see that against Chelsea. Because if he can perform like that against the big clubs, we know that he will be the right person to replace David Silva. And Pep can say it time and time again, but until we see the evidence, then we're not going to actually believe that. I mean, there'll be loads of City fans saying, yeah, he is right, but we need to see it, because the last thing we want is next season to get into it, and then we've not signed anyone to replace David Silva because Foden's coming in, and he can't actually do it in that long run of games yet. But with Foden, smashing it. I'm looking forward to seeing the Mason Mount Foden head to head.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if Foden does play, he's not going to play left wing, because you'd think Sterling's going to come back into the side. So he's going to, David Silva's played 2 games in a row. So you could argue that David Silva could be ready now for a little pull out, a bit of a rest, come on as a sub, which means that who's he going to play in that, central midfield, attacking role with Kevin De Bruyne? Is he going to go to pivot, with a Rodri Gundogan position, or is he actually going to throw in a Foden, or maybe he might even put Bernardo in there? So it's going to be an interesting one. I personally hope he starts. I hope he starts in that central attacking role. And Mason Mount versus Foden in a game like that, it'd be awesome to see. Awesome to see.
Gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Moving on to sort of like Chelsea itself, they've only had 1 game back since the coronavirus, and they played against Aston Villa. They won 2-1.
For me, the big weakness for me, as much as he has been a good player throughout his time at Chelsea, Azpilicueta seems to always get done when he plays against City.
Someone else who I think we can really get at is Christensen. He played against Villa, centre half. I don't know if he's that good, to be honest. I think he's a very average player, and I think if we press them and get Gabby Jesus to sort of stick on him, I think we can really get into him. So that's an interesting one, and potential another weak link. Yeah,
young, prone to making mistakes. People rate him quite highly, actually, but I'm kind of in your boat. I'm not really sure on him. Not really sure I've seen the minerals, as you say. That's your statement, isn't it? What I talk about Chelsea is more the style of play. So when we played them at home, they adopted the style of kind of like hit the ball up, like long ball tactic. So they're hitting the ball up to Tammy Abraham. He's winning the ball in that situation, chesting it down, and because they're so fast, they get on the attack straight away. Which obviously with people like Pulisic and stuff who are rapid, that feeds that. I'm not sure what are you expecting from the game. Do you think they'll play that?
I honestly don't know how they're going to start, because if you look at the team that they played when they played Villa, they put Kante, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, Giroud and Willian. So, there's not a great deal of pace there, to be honest. So I don't know how they're going to come. They're obviously at home. So, but then again, I was going to say, because they're at home, maybe they'll try and go forward a little bit more. But then there's no fans, so you don't have to really. So it's a strange one. I have literally no idea how Chelsea are going to set up in this game. They could just sit back. They could take the play to us. They could try and press us. Really weird one, and that must be tricky for Pep to sort of like plan and how you're going. I guess his plan would just be, we've got the better players, keep the ball and break them down.
They played some exciting football when the games they had, and I think we'll see some more of that. I was very impressed in the first half with how they were playing. Hopefully we see some more of that competitive football. Get to see. It's good when you get a competitive side of another team like that, because then it brings the best out of your players as well.
Yeah. Well, we thought that was going to happen with Arsenal, but then that never really happened. So it would be nice for this game to sort of like be competitive, and then obviously you got Newcastle at the weekend, which is our proper first sort of. There's something on it. There's something riding on it. So I feel like we've had a good preparation for this Newcastle game coming up at the weekend, and this Chelsea game. It's good as any. So that's really good. Right, we're going to go to the predicted teams now. So take me through your team first.
Okay, I'll put my team up first. I've got Edison in net, which is pretty much standard. Laporte and Fernandinho at the back. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Laporte and Fernandinho. I think I probably have, but Laporte and Fernandinho at the back, that's what I've gone for, because automated opponents make mistakes, although he did have a solid game. Has he played both games? No, Garcia played the first game, didn't he? Did have a solid game against Burnley, didn't really have much to do. But yeah, Laporte, Fernandinho, I've gone Walker right back to take back from Cancelo. Don't think Cancelo will start another game in a row. Mendy again, Zinchenko played last game. I think he'll rotate again with Mendy. Rodri keeps his position, and the reason I've gone Rodri is for the physical side of the match. I think he'll do well there over Gundogan. I've gone David Silva. This is only if Foden isn't fit. If Foden's fit, he should 100% play. He should start. But if he's not fit, then David Silva. That's not my kind of thing. I think because Foden had a knock, potentially he could be benched. De Bruyne, obviously, loves a game against Chelsea. I remember the Chelsea screaming that he scored. Mahrez, right wing, had a mint game against Burnley. Absolutely smashed it. I reckon he'll tear the Chelsea defence apart. Sterling on the left, bring Sterling back into the side. Bernardo played the last game. Oh, Foden played their last game. Obviously, I'd bring Foden back into the centre attacking mid role. And then Jesus up front, obviously, because Aguero's injured.
Yeah, no, and that's a solid team. I don't think you'll have too many complaints of that. I think I've got 2-3 changes.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Bring your team up
on mine. So yeah, I've gone for Otamendi. Yeah, just for a bit of consistency, really. And I think if you're playing him with Laporte, I think Laporte can sort of, tell him what to do and stuff. And as well, if Giroud's playing, I think that's a shout to play Otamendi. Yeah, I've pretty much gone for exactly the same team as you. Otherwise, I'm just backing Foden to play anyway, regardless of if he's got a knock or anything. And then sort of bring on David Silva, because in my head, we're 3-4-0 up at 60 minutes or something. So then you bring on your David Silva to sort of kill it off. So that's the way I'm playing this. But yeah, very similar. I don't think people will have too many complaints with them sort of teams. I don't think we've done anything drastic there.
Do you think we'll see more of Sane in this game?
I wouldn't think so. Maybe if we start smashing them, but I doubt it. I
don't think so.
But yeah, did you guys disagree with anything there? Is there anything? I'm looking at it. I don't think I've picked anything like proper controversial.
Yeah,
and I don't think you did either.
No.
So is there anything different that you think we're missing here? We've gone for Rodri for the sort of the physical side, a bit of height. Obviously, I think Sterling's clearly going to come back in. The only one thing that you could say is Mahrez played 2 games in a row. Could you take him out and put Bernardo in there and rest Mahrez for the more important game, really? Newcastle. Yeah. Maybe that might happen. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments section below. Final part, want to get your score prediction?
Yes, so I've gone for a score prediction of 3-1. So I'm going 3-1 City. Obviously.
You're crazy,
Why?
Because Burnley, you backed 2-1.
Yeah, I backed
and now
Burnley.
we're playing Chelsea and you're backing 3-1. Does anyone understand this guy? I do not understand him.
I backed Burnley 2-1 because I thought it'd be a really tight game. I thought they were going to sit back and not do anything all game and just let us break them down. But instead, they played open attacking football, which
tried.
Tried to. Played into our hands, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, with this, I think it'll be a more open game. And yeah, I think
you think City will exploit?
Yeah, I think we'll smash them.
That's fair enough. I forget mine. I think I went 4-0. Did I go 4-0?
Yeah,
4-0. There we go. I just think we're actually mint.
If we win that game 4-0, right? If we win this game 4-0, that's a 3-0, a 5-0, and a 4-0 in our first 3 games back.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, you're right. I just think we're miles better than them. Timor is out. So, I mean, look at their back line. Alonso, Christensen, Rudiger, Azpilicueta. I mean, Azpilicueta is a good player, but, he's slow. Put Sterling on Azpilicueta. Surely he's tearing apart. Rudiger's decent, but you can leave him alone. Don't go near him. I'd be saying to Gabriel Jesus, don't go near him, Rudiger. He's a good player. Go near Christensen.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mahrez on Alonso. Again, so we should be tearing them apart. The only if I look at it this way, the only good player in there that I'd probably take is probably Kante. You know what I mean?
But that's hard, and Kante pretty much gets into most.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying though. Out of their 11, I'd probably only take Kante. So yeah, what are your score predictions, guys? A bit different, Comment down below. Like I say, I just think we're going to batter him. To be honest, you're a bit more confident than Burnley. Yeah.
Weird one.
Still not worked that one out. But yeah, you guys comment on what you think down below. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. Hit that like button as well.
Smash the like button, boys.
And we'll be back on Thursday
Yes.
for the live watch along for the Chelsea games. So if you're lonely or you got nothing to do, pop along and we'll just talk football for an hour and a half, innit?
Yeah.
Nice one. Thanks a lot, guys.
See you in a bit.
Take care. Bye-bye.